Rice Baseball had many years where they did not make the playoffs. This was until 1995. And so Rice at this point, they've been decent to good at some seasons, but they have not quite cracked the conference or been ranked high enough to make it. So it started the South Regional in 1995, then they moved to the Midwest Regional in 1996. Their first College World Series appearance was in 1997. So when they made it, they did not win it, though they were very close. And they made it Central Region the next year and made the College World Series again. So far, they have not won it at all. To this point in their history, they made a College World Series. They've been a good team. They made it to the regional, but they have not made it. They go down to the regional and super regional before making the playoffs in the College World Series in 2002. So yes, they made it to regional and super regional, but that was just downgrade until they made the College World Series. Now, when they made it this time, they were a good team. They just couldn't make it. And I think one of the hard things about this is Rice had made 3 College World Series and has not won it. Though they did win it the next year in 2003, they would go on to make it 3 other times from 2006 to 2008. They made the World Series, and they couldn't win it. So out of 7 times, they only won once. So right there, that's a very, very bad percentage. If you can make it College World Series 7 times, not win it, more than, let's say, 3 or 2, it's not good. You're not good at all. And then they still go on for 2009, always 2010 to make it. And the first losing season would come in 2018. And they would get a new coach named Matt Braga from 2019 all the way up to 2020, where in 2021 they get Cruz Jr. in 2022, and he's still the coach right now. Overall, in Rice's history, they made 18 conference championships, 11 tournament championships, 1 national title championship, 7 College World Series championships, and 14 NCAA tournament appearances. So yes, they've been good, but the thing about it is they have not won it, even though they made it 7 times. And this year, there's a big issue why they are doing so bad right now. Of course, you got the 2-14 record, yeah. But in the regular season, 26, 23, 20, 23, 29, 26, and 33. Those are still better seasons than they had last year. This is what Rice Owls were able to produce last year. 17 and 39. Of course, they had that one Texas, and number 15 Texas Tech and AM, but you can tell they just couldn't win many games until the end, where they won 4 in a row against Houston and 3 against FAU. That was the only time they were really good. Reason why is they had the 180th worst pitching. 180th. That's where they're ranking pitching. A 6.5 ERA. They're already up to 8 this year. Already up to an 8. They're 1 and 2, but they could be 2 and 1. So that's the only good news. Bad news. They just still aren't pitching. This situation is so bad that they're now getting a catcher to become their pitcher. So that's where they're at the point with this team. Is they literally have to use actual catchers into pitcher. He literally made his start. He didn't do that well. So maybe they could move like the bullpen or do better to start pitching the bullpen. The summer are doing worse and better. Put up because they got to figure out something better. They want to make it back even just to the playoffs. Now I do feel bad for the May season where they made College World Series. They couldn't win it. That hurts a lot. Really does hurt. So yeah. Hopefully, they can get back on track here and make it. I just don't know because they have been struggling. Because look, 1990 was this. Yep, 5-2. 2017. Right there. How many years is that? I can tell you exactly. 22 years making playoffs. If you look, sure, they had winning season, but they didn't. But they're not 4 in a row since the 1980s. Yeah, they went 4-1-14. Did not make it. Don't ask me how. But here you got the 1980s. Since then, they have not had 4 games seasons in a row since right here. 1970, what's it? Yeah, 1976, 77, 78, 79, and 80. That's the last time. 80s, they did 90s, 2010s. And so, I think hopefully you guys can get back on track. But it's going really hard, especially where they're pitching this. And you look, they started back here. There's a barely playing games 5, 10, 2, 13, 6, 20, 12, 12. They didn't play many games. Yet, when they started playing the games, that is when they're starting to get better. And they Rice can fix up their pitching. I feel really, really good that they can make the playoffs. Sure. So hopefully they can fix that out and really have a good season this year. But we'll see, and I'll give an update on the Rice Owls.